Welcome back to Future Forward, the podcast where we unravel the mysteries of technology and peer into what's coming next. I'm your host, and today we're tackling a question many of us have. Why has AI, after decades of promises, suddenly exploded in capability in just the last few years?
That's exactly what I've been wondering. It feels like one day AI was just in sci-fi movies, and the next it's writing essays, creating art, and having surprisingly human-like conversations. What flipped the switch?
Great question. It wasn't a single switch, but more like several powerful forces converging. And actually, your recent thought about Bitcoin and graphics cards is a brilliant starting point.
Really? So my crazy idea about crypto mining making AI better might actually be true?
Absolutely. And it's a fantastic insight into one of the indirect but powerful drivers. Think about it. When cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum took off, especially in the mid-2010s, mining them required immense computing power. And the best tool for that job was the graphics processing unit, or GPU, the very same powerful chips that make your video games look so realistic.
Because GPUs are really good at doing lots of calculations all at once, right? That's what mining needed.
Exactly. Mining thrives on parallel processing, doing many calculations simultaneously. This created an enormous demand for GPUs. Companies like NVIDIA, already a leader, suddenly had huge amounts of cash flowing in from all these crypto miners buying their cards by the truckload.
So NVIDIA got rich from crypto, and that money went back into making better GPUs.
Precisely. That massive influx of revenue allowed them to pour even more money into research and development. And crucially, they invested heavily in what's called VRAM. That's Video Random Access Memory, basically the GPU's super fast short-term memory. Large AI models need tons of VRAM to function well, to hold all their complex data.
So the demand from Bitcoin mining pushed GPU and VRAM technology forward, making them more powerful and probably more affordable over time, which then perfectly suited AI's needs.
You've got it. It was an unexpected but incredibly beneficial side effect. This made the raw computing power needed for advanced AI more accessible than ever before. But that's just one piece of the puzzle. There are other huge factors at play.
Like what?
Well, for AI to learn, it needs fuel, and that fuel is data. Think about the past 2 decades, the rise of the internet, social media, smartphones, digital photos, videos, online shopping. We've been generating an unprecedented, colossal amount of digital data.
So AI had tons of stuff to read and see and hear from the real world, like a giant library of everything.
Exactly. This big data boom gave AI models the massive data sets they needed to learn incredibly complex patterns, whether it was recognizing objects in images, understanding human language, or even predicting trends. Without this data explosion, AI would still be largely theoretical.
Okay, so powerful GPUs and tons of data. What else?
Next, we had some truly game-changing algorithmic breakthroughs. For a long time, AI was good at following rules, but not so good at learning like we do. Then came deep learning.
Is that like super smart neural networks mimicking our brains?
In a very simplified way, yes. Deep learning uses multi-layered networks that are fantastic at finding intricate patterns in huge datasets. A key moment was around 2012 with something called the ImageNet challenge. Researchers used deep learning on GPUs to classify millions of images with astonishing accuracy, far better than anything before. It was like AI suddenly learned to see.
Wow, so seeing, understanding. What about talking?
That brings us to another massive breakthrough, the transformer architecture. This came out in 2017. Before transformers, AI processed language bit by bit, like reading a sentence one word at a time. Transformers allowed AI to process entire sentences, even paragraphs, all at once, understanding how words relate to each other, no matter how far apart they are.
So it's like the AI suddenly got a much better grasp of context, like really understanding what you mean, not just the words.
Spot on. This was crucial for the rise of large language models, the LLMs like ChatGPT that you're probably familiar with. They can generate surprisingly coherent and relevant text because of this deep understanding powered by transformers.
Okay, so we've got the hardware, the data, and the clever algorithms. What else was part of this perfect storm?
A huge factor was the open source movement. Think about tools like TensorFlow and PyTorch. These are powerful AI frameworks released for free openly to the entire world.
Like sharing the secret sauce?
Precisely. This meant researchers, developers, even small startups didn't have to build everything from scratch. They could use these advanced tools, contribute to them, and share their own models. This collaborative spirit created a virtuous cycle of rapid innovation. And plus, it goes hand in hand with the privacy point we discussed last time about local AI.
So everyone could learn and build faster because the tools were freely available?
Exactly. And finally, don't forget the massive investment from major tech companies and venture capitalists. Once companies like Google, Microsoft, and Meta saw the potential, they poured billions into AI research, talent acquisition, and building immense data centers. This created an incredibly competitive environment that pushed innovation even faster.
So it's like all these different pieces, the demand from crypto boosting GPUs, the explosion of data from the internet, the smart new algorithms like transformers, the open source community sharing everything, and big companies putting in serious money. They all came together at the same time.
That's the perfect storm analogy. Each factor amplified the others. Without advanced GPUs, the deep learning algorithms couldn't run. Without massive data, the algorithms wouldn't learn effectively. Without open source tools, progress would have been much slower and more siloed. And without significant investment, the scale of development we've seen simply wouldn't have been possible.
That makes so much sense. It's not just one thing, but this amazing combination. It's truly fascinating how technology evolves.
It really is. And understanding these drivers helps us appreciate just how quickly the landscape of AI is changing. It's a testament to human ingenuity and the unexpected connections that can emerge between seemingly unrelated fields like cryptocurrency and artificial intelligence.
Thanks. This was super insightful. I feel like I understand why now a lot better.
My pleasure. And thank you to all our listeners for joining us on Future Forward. We'll be back next time with more insights into the world of cutting-edge technology.